Hey people, so this is a pivotal moment for me in my drumming life, because right here I'm sitting with the Footblaster triggers, and you know, I never ever in my life thought that I would actually buy myself a couple of triggers, but I've come to the point where it's getting a little hard to hear my double bass when I'm practicing. You know, it's very boomy kick that I have, and once you reach just 180 BPM, it starts to, you know, you can't really hear the hits. You can maybe feel them, but you can't hear them. And it just becomes a really frustrating, like, guessing game, you know. Am I tight? What am I doing here? You know, so that's why I'm going with the Footblasters. You know, of course, I've heard a lot about the Footblasters, so this is quite exciting. I'm hoping they will work well, because I'm using the EAD10, and I've looked this up several times, and it seems like it should work, but I'm not sure if it will work perfectly. It's probably better to get one of those Roland Team 2 ones. So yeah, but hey, you know, this video, full disclaimer, I'm not sponsored, anything like that. This is just a video I wanted to make myself and maybe share with the internet, talking about and using the Footblasters. So I'm just about to install them, and I have this very old Iron Cobra 200 here, and I'm gonna install these motherfuckers right here, and then try to use them and see how well they work. Exciting, to be honest, and I really hope that I will like it and it will work. But they have a very good what's the word? People like them, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the first Footblaster is on the pedal. This is the main pedal, the right pedal. And I have to give you a heads up, I was a bit stupid with the tape. You know, it's supposed to be pulled off right here, and it's double-sided and all that, and I was like, huh, what the hell? So it's a bit tricky to get the tape thing off, to be honest, to make it to work properly. So I suggest you bring a scissor at least, so that you won't have to use your keys as I do now. I will try to do now with the left pedal. So yeah, on the downside, don't be stupid like me and bring a scissor or something. Maybe it might make it easier to pull off the tape and make it work like it should be working. All right, people, I'm actually done now. I don't know if you can see it, but I have these two cables running from the Footblasters, of course. And yeah, I gotta say, I don't like cables, but my cable management sucks also. So that's something I will get to fix in the time forward. Anyways, got those cables out and into the EAD10 like this. Two cables in, one adapter, and the one that says kick here on the EAD10, that's where I put in the triggers. So I pretty much have unplugged the trigger from the EAD10, because this trigger is not very good, right? I think everyone who uses an EAD10 knows that the trigger inside the EAD10 is not very good. So that's why I am replacing it with the Footblaster triggers instead. And I've only tested it a little bit. I have a bit of a hard time with the tape not sticking to the pedal, but now it's actually working. So I'm gonna play for a bit and see what it sounds like and feels like. Alright guys, so now I've been using the Footblaster triggers with my ED10 for a couple of hours. I've been setting up and just trying out the different sounds in the modules. And you know, the ED10 is not really made for this kind of triggering. The sounds in the ED10 aren't optimal, I would say, but it's definitely good enough for practice. And you know, I really hear myself a lot better now when I can hear the triggers a lot better, and they function a lot better because the sensors in the Footblaster triggers are much better than the sensor in the trigger that comes with the ED10. So for that sake, it's much better. But you know, for like recording videos and having the triggers on and using them, it's still a bit, it gets the sound is hard to balance the triggering sound with the natural sound from the drums, because it gets a bit muffled and like, you know, it kind of takes over a lot. So I haven't really found the balance between the ED10 volume for the drum kit and with the triggers. Also, I had some mistriggering problems, but I think that's just a matter of how you put the triggers under your pedal and how you know the sensor and sensoring function and all that. I haven't figured everything out yet. All in all, I have a very positive view of the Footblaster triggers. I think they are quite accurate and relatively easily to install. It took a bit of time to, you know, to get the tape off and actually, you know, put it on the Footblaster triggers and on the pedal and all that, and find the perfect spot. It takes a bit of time. It's a bit of fiddling. I really don't like fiddling a lot. Actually, I hate fucking fiddling, but but you know, for the sake of it, it's not that tough, and it's worth it in the end. There's a band playing. Yeah. So I think that is really worth it in the end, and it's once you find your spot, you know, you're good to go. So overall, I'm pretty happy. All in all, I'm happy, and I'm excited for the future, and really happy about really, you know, hearing myself properly when I'm practicing. That's a big plus, you know. Cheers. Bye bye.